I feel like I've lost a lot of weight already. I feel lighter. And I explained to her that because she was feeling lighter, it was that she was no longer carrying the heavy burden of anger or rage across her shoulders. I lightened that load considerably with the power of hypnosis and God's healing presence, dearest ones. And she hugged me, and she thanked me, and she kissed me. And she asked me if she could make a follow-up appointment. But I told her that she had accomplished an awful lot with this one powerful session. But she told me she wanted to do more work on inner child healing. So she made another appointment. She hugged me before she walked out the door, and she closed the door softly behind her. I sat in my office and I breathed another sigh of contented relief, knowing that Ruth was on her way to total victory. She was willing to make the changes on the inside where they truly count, dearest ones. Believe me, on the inside. A year and a half has passed since I've seen Ruth after her last appointment. I received a phone call from her, and she told me that her whole life had changed and she'd become very active. She said she had more energy than she knew what to do with, that she lost over 100 pounds, and that she felt fabulous. She told me that her husband and her went out line dancing on a regular basis, and the children were doing marvelous. She said that she had reconciled with her brothers and sisters, and she called to thank me from the bottom of her heart. I told her that I was so very proud of her, but I could hear her crying softly with tears of gratitude as she softly hung up the phone. I too could feel tears in my eyes. And once again, I whispered another silent prayer to God and all of his healing angels for their miracle in this dear woman's life. And for this, I am indeed truly grateful. This, my dearest ones, is Barbara Clouser. We need to take a quick short break, so please don't go away.
The Barbara Clouser Show presents Myths, Miracles, and Wonders. We'll be right back after this short break.
This is Barbara Clouser once again with Myths, Miracles, and Wonders on the power of hypnosis. Now, my dearest ones, I wrote some poems for you. They're called exercise prayers. Let's begin. The first one is entitled Prayer for a Walker. Let's begin. Dear Lord, with each step that I take, please be at my side. Erase my laziness and procrastination and match my every stride. Oh, fill me with an energy. Instill with me such a power to walk daily for at least one simple hour. I've tried it all my way, Lord. I ate the junk and the fat, and my daily plan for life was lacking, and all I did was pat. Lacking in luster, no energy anywhere, just sitting and laying for hours and staring into thin air. So if I could have one wish and make all of my dreams come true, I would walk my way into fitness daily, and my partner, Lord, would be you. Prayer of a jogger. As I jog this very day, I always remember to pray, to get in touch with God on high, and not to lose the reason why. I chose this way to be lean and trim. Let this be a time that I learn to commune with him. For each and every step I take, help me to forget about taking a break, and not to stop until my workout is done, as I jog home toward the setting sun. Prayer of a runner. As I run fast and far, don't let me lose track, Lord, of where you are. Help me to move with grace and ease, enjoying the morning's fragrant breeze. And when it's all said and done, smile on me, Lord, for a workout well done. Prayer of a swimmer. As I dive into the waters deep, stay with me, Lord, my life to keep. especially when I go off the diving board. Keep a watchful eye on me, dear Lord, and never allow me to miss a day, to swim and trim the pounds away. Prayer for a weightlifter. No matter what the reason, no matter what the cause, don't let me slack off, Lord, as I lay here on the board. Fill me with such a rapture as I pump and get real strong, as lifting iron is truly where I belong. It rids me of all my tension. It makes me lean and mean. So, Lord, continue to bless my efforts so the kids won't hear me scream. Well, my dearest ones, how would you like to do a hypnosis session with me right now? This is entitled Letting Go. So if you're in a position to do so, why don't you just close your eyes and rest them and listen and concentrate to the best of your ability on the sound of my voice. Let's begin. Do you find yourself holding on to old emotions and tired thoughts and angry feelings? Are you going through the motions of walking through life feeling empty and hollow inside? Do you feel all poured out with nowhere to go and nowhere to hide? Or the things that you should be letting go of, but they keep hanging on? Are you hanging on to a relationship that's detrimental to you? What are you feeling right now? Are you in a situation that you just hate and resent? Are you feeling powerless, hopeless, scared, frustrated, or even angry? Do you find yourself not smiling, feeling very serious most of the time? Or do you feel like you're in a box with no way out? No light at the end of the tunnel? Do you feel like I do sometimes, like throwing your hands up in the air and giving up? Have you stopped socializing and talking with people? Do you find yourself lying in front of that television most of the day, perhaps not even getting dressed or even combing your hair? What do you need to let go of? Perhaps, my dearest ones, you're rehearsing something that happened to you many years ago. And the more you rehearse it, the more real it becomes in your mind, the more life you give it. And these situations perhaps have happened to you years ago, but it seems like it happened just yesterday. What do you need to let go of? Are you twisted up inside with anger, hurt, and pain? You know, every line on our faces is caused by a thought. Think about it. When you think of sad, angry, or hateful thoughts, all the muscles in our faces are drawn down. Know the feeling? Our mouth just seems to droop and our muscles seem to sag. But when we smile, all the facial muscles are uplifted and your mood is uplifted. You see, smiling and laughter is the best exercise for anything. Expressions can be very important, along about what you're thinking and processing inside. Where are your thoughts right now? What time frame are you living in? What do you need to let go of? Are you angry at a parent? Perhaps a parent that has passed away and left you a long time ago, or maybe they're still alive and you're just not talking. What do you need to let go of? Perhaps you're not even speaking. Wouldn't it be wonderful to let go of all this rage and anger and hate? Wouldn't it be just lovely? Just think about what you want to get rid of. And I want you to know that you have the power right now, the healing power of the Lord, and it's beginning to flow through you. I know you can feel it. From the top of your head to the tips of your toes, the tips of your fingers, feel the presence of the Lord's healing presence, nurturing and making you feel that everything's going to be all right. You see, the past should be dead and buried, like the dust and ashes. We need to allow this negative energy to be blown away from you and into the wind, where it can never bother you ever again. I want you to visualize all of your painful thoughts flowing away from you into the arms of the Lord. You know, it's so hard to carry hate and rage and anger for any length of time because it weighs you down, it lowers your immune system, it can actually rob you of your life. It can fill you with a darkness and a loss beyond all measure. Anger keeps you from going forward. So what do you need to let go of? You see, it's okay to be angry for just a little while and upset for a few moments. But we're truly spinning our wheels if we hang on to it for too long. So allow me to help you make a positive change in your life by making an attitude adjustment. Could you use an attitude adjustment today? Do you know the feeling about a good attitude adjustment? Remember, if you want to make a positive and permanent change in your lives, change your thoughts and change your feelings. And remember, God loves you. I love you. And I'm just one phone call away.